Hello, Facebook. My name is Suba Ross, and I'm Director of Admissions at Tulane University School of Public Health and Tropical Medicine. Welcome to our Facebook Live interview. Today's guest is current student Imani White. Imani, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Imani White. I am currently a second-year student in the Department of Global Environmental Health Sciences, studying disaster management, originally from Atlanta, Georgia.
And a Spelman alum.
A proud Spelman alumna, yes.
Well, Imani, I invited you today because you are on the executive board of one of our student organizations,
Yes.
the Society for Young Black Public Health Professionals, correct?
Yes, correct. For this school year, I currently serve as the Vice President for the Society for Young Black Public Health Professionals, also known as the Society. And our mission is to bring awareness to public health issues that disproportionately affect African American communities locally and globally, as well as provide some networking opportunities for our students between alum and current students.
Oh, how many members are currently in the organization, and can anyone join?
So this year we have about 35 members currently in our organization, and anyone can join, whether they're a person of color or not. And for incoming and current students who are interested in our organization, when you come for Admitted Students Day or open house, we'd love to extend an invitation for you to stay and be hosted by one of our members, so that you won't have to pay the expenses of a hotel.
That's a fabulous offer.
Yes.
Well, what type of events does your organization participate in?
So this school year alone, we've done some community service events, as well as volunteered for the Special Olympics that was hosted here on Tulane University's campus, and some health fairs and 5K runs throughout the city. And for Black History Month, our organization, as well as Salud, which is the Latinx organization, and TASA, the Tulane African Students Association, we hosted a series of seminars entitled Am I Black Enough? And our organization in particular, our seminar was entitled Don't Touch My Hair and Other Things We Have to Explain. And it really focused on microaggressions found within our communities, in the workplace and other places that we usually find ourselves in.
Imani, can you explain what is microaggression?
So a microaggression is an action or a saying that they can be verbal or nonverbal, of course, that really puts some type of stereotype on a person. And so they are not limited to just the Black community or the people of color community. They can also be found in communities of LGBTQIA plus as well. So for something that's on school or on campus, that might look like assuming that a Black male student is an athlete or touching the hair of a Black student on campus.
So this could even be something like a backhanded compliment.
Indeed, it is a backhanded compliment. Most people don't think that they're offending the person when they do these microaggressions.
Wow. Thank you for explaining that.
No problem.
Okay, well, let's talk about your experience here as a current student. Tell us about your experience here on campus.
So Tulane really gave me the flexibility to incorporate the things that I love, that are my personal interests, such as animals and computer science, into my coursework. And so I was able to facilitate ways to make sure that I was able to stay passionate about those things and finding a way to apply disaster management to that as well.
Excellent. And was Tulane your first choice? And if so, tell us about how did you decide to accept our offer of admission?
So Tulane was indeed my first choice. However, I did not get accepted until the day after I graduated from Spelman College. And so by that time, I had already committed to another school. I paid my deposit. I had a roommate. Everything was settled. My coursework was in order. But I really knew I wanted to study disaster management, and Tulane was the place to do that. The connections in the city, their experience with disaster, they have a Department of Homeland Security. All of those things really made it useful for studying disaster management here at the school and in the city.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that actually you were accepted later. Tulane is one of the schools that has no deadlines. We continue to review applications throughout the summer. So I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Well, part of your curriculum is to complete a practicum.
Yes.
Can you tell us about your practicum?
So my practicum, I'm still there because I love it so much. I'm currently the disaster management intern at the LA SPCA. That's the Louisiana Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Um, Most people know them by the sad commercials with the shivering dogs and the eyes of the angel playing in the background that are shown around Christmas time or any other like really lovey holiday time. And so as a disaster management intern, I did a few things. So the SPCA is the official organization for the New Orleans Department of Health that's in charge of evacuating animals in the moment that we do have an evacuation. So I facilitated with the vets that were there at the SPCA, where we went around to places in the city or for people who had special needs. We microchipped and vaccinated their animals to prepare for vaccination. The SPCA is also the official organization for animal search and rescue in the event of a hurricane or any catastrophic event. And so I went over some training and policy and procedure things there as well. I'm currently working on some standard operating procedures and training for fire drills and active shooters. And so I'm really excited about that. I'll be having my first fire drill in a few weeks. So I will feel really accomplished after that.
Wow, Imani, that's impressive work.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Being in New Orleans, I'm happy to hear that you're working on this, because being in a hurricane zone, we definitely need that.
Yes.
I also liked hearing that you were able to incorporate your love of animals in with your practicum.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
And also I need to congratulate you because you're graduating in May.
Yes, I'm graduating in May, finally, yes.
Do you feel that you're prepared after your coursework here at Tulane to enter the workforce?
I do feel prepared. I was a biology major in undergrad, and studying disaster management here really allowed me to incorporate my hard science and non-hard science background together to make me a really efficient disaster manager. And so I took courses here in water quality and air quality and risk assessment, and that was the hard science piece. And I was able to apply it to my practical skills, where we did crisis communication training, as well as we worked in the Department of Homeland Security's Emergency Operations Center to understand the structure of managing a disaster from all phases, whether that be planning, preparation, response, or mitigation.
Oh, excellent. Very applied.
Thank you.
So we're at the end of our semester.
Yes.
Does the society have any events planned?
Yes. So our culminating event to wrap all of this up, and it will be the first of its kind here on Tulane's campus, we are having an Umoja ceremony. An Umoja is a Kwanzaa principle, meaning unity. And so our organization, as well as other Black organizations at the undergrad and grad level, are coming together to have this ceremony that celebrates our culture and our accomplishments with our family and friends. And so it'll be a really great experience. We hope that this tradition carries on every year so that it can grow.
Imani, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Having you here today.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the best in your bright future.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, Facebook.
Bye, Facebook.